And now the President of the International Olympic Committee.
The decision is Lillehammer.
The decision is Lillehammer. Those four famous words, spoken by the IOC President Juan Antonio Samaranch, would turn out to have enormous consequences for the picturesque Norwegian village by the shores of the beautiful Lake Mjøen. By the shores of the beautiful lake. Lillehammer is a small town. In fact, it's so small that in many of the houses the first floor is on the ground floor and the main entrance and the back door are one and the same. The name Lillehammer literally means little hammer, and the inhabitants are usually known as little hammeroids. But let's go back just a few years to a time when Lillehammer had about 340 inhabitants, divided into men, women and peasants. In those days the town was an economic backwater. Tourism was dead and the highway ran on the other side of the beautiful lake Mjøen, the beautiful lake. Unemployment was rampant.
Today we only have one job, and that is as a hairdresser. Okay, you... Oh, I almost forgot. We'll also be needing a brain surgeon. You, okay. Yes. Well, the rest of you, goodbye.
An air of depression lay heavily over the inhabitants of Lillehammer, with the exception of the local hunter and fisherman, Mr. Hansen, who was a man of the old school and quite satisfied with things the way they were. For some incomprehensible reason or other, this tiny town was awarded the gigantic and costly task of mounting the 1994 Winter Olympic Games. How could it happen? To this day, there are even some who claim that it never did. However, most experts agree that the Olympic adventure at Lillehammer started 13 years earlier, on the 12th of October 1981, as a worried Board of Commerce was convened for an important meeting.
I'm out.
Me too.
Me too.
I'm out too.
Me too.
We gotta get this town back in business.
Easy for you to say.
No, it isn't.
The idea had been conceived, but would it be possible to persuade the politicians? The answer came at a press conference shortly afterwards.
As mayor, I am proud to announce that the town council will actively participate in bringing the Winter Olympics to Lillehammer.
But isn't Lillehammer too small to be burdened with such enormous and costly undertaking as the Olympic Games?
As you know, politics is the art of the possible. It's only a question of pulling the right strings.
So you haven't been under any sort of pressure concerning this decision then?
Isn't it typical that this sort of allegation always show up? On the contrary, this decision was based purely on idealistic motivation. And I am really hurt when you journalists question our integrity as politicians.
And wholeheartedly supported by the people, Lillehammer decided to go ahead and apply for the 1992 Winter Olympics. Before a decision could be made, each of the applicant countries had to present their plans to the IOC in Lausanne.
Meine Herren, darf ich Ihnen zeigen, was die Innsbruck für Olympische Winterspiele Ihnen supporten kann mögen dürfen. Wer Sie gut haben. Hier haben wir hier ein Buff-Eisenbahn mit Hotel, Restaurant, Bar, Nightclub, Bar, Sporten und Bar und Nachtclub. Innsbruck können Ihnen zeigen, die ganze olympische Bewegung Raute. Danke.
Not bad, but where are the Olympic arenas?
Ja.
Breite getragen, meine Herren?
Auf der Prijs-Olympa fordert Herrenveen.
Where is the bobsleigh?
De bobsleigh? Vroegen voor de starten hier. En buitenvoer gaat 100 kilometer van de kurve. Breedstoebereiting krijgt dat zielen.
Yes, but where is the downhill?
Downhill. Van de reverse zijde. En de voorderspeed van IC3. Overal super zijn te verkopen tot zielen.
Thank you.
Prost vertent in de Roosbureau bij NASA.
Then came Lillehammer's turn.
Welcome to Lillehammer. We have the Olympic Village for 1992. And here we have the blue. It's more like the skating, you know, and for ice hockey and figure. And here we have the ski, the snow, the ski, the elevated thing for the down. And here the and telemark down for the ski, the jump. And here, very famous, the Ulvang, very fast for ski, running and mountain.
How much?
No. Here, Lillehammer for Olympic 90 winter to 90. And I forget, we have also, we must light the Olympic candle because it's very nice. And monsieur. Hello?
Bonjour, monsieur, s'il vous plaît. Venez par ici, s'il vous plaît. Voilà, c'est très bien. Voir ici. Messieurs, here is the French suggestion for the Olympic Winter Games. Attention. Voilà.
Bien. This is exactly what we are looking for. I think we know what the decision will be. And the music was very nice too.
As we all know, Albertville got the games in 1992. But Lillehammer didn't give up. They applied again. And this time, they knew that they would need to present far stronger arguments. When the IOC arrived a while later on a survey tour of Lillehammer, no effort was spared. The committee was met by the peak of Norwegian hospitality. Traditional drink was served, the famous Norwegian homemade schnapps.